We are in.
All right. Yes. Happy the day after Hallows Eve or Halloween. And I got a comment that I wanted to explain that I thought was interesting. So a lot of times you see us, whoever's doing the live stream, sort of just standing and waiting. The reason that's happening is because we're hooking up with 3 different networks, and so there's a delay. So I'm sort of standing waiting, or whatever host is here, and they're waiting for TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook to all connect. So a lot of times we're sort of just waiting for the okay. So that's the reason you see us just sort of sitting there not saying anything before each live show. So I hope that gives everybody a little information, why we look so relaxed and we're just sort of hanging out waiting for the Instagram and live Facebook and everything. So anyway, my name is Cheryl Briggs Benvenuto. I am the host for the Gem Decor show here at Shop LC. So I normally sell gem decor, amethyst, labradorite, a lot of the big gemstones that you put in your house. We've switched it up today, and my background is jewelry based. That's where I started in the late 80s and continued. I still make jewelry. So what's happening is that instead of doing the gem decor, which I did last night, we are going to do some live stream of some beautiful beaded necklaces that are gemstones. So aside from that, we've brought in some samples of some gemstones that correlate with the necklaces I'm going to show you. So a little bit about me. My background is jewelry. I have been in the business my whole life. I'm GIA certified. I design, I manufacture, I wholesale, done a lot of the big shows across the country. I met Shop LC a few years ago when they bought Shungite from me at the Denver show. And that was when Shungite was really being introduced into the market, and they were buying it to cut and polish and put into jewelry. Also, I wanted to tell you some exciting news. The bee pendant that I'm wearing is my design, and I manufactured it. But I'm in collaboration with Shop LC right now, and we're creating an Indian artistry jewelry line where we're taking their best carvers that they have in India, and I'm drawing up designs. And we're collaborating on this beautiful new line that it's going to be nature inspired. I can't wait for people to see it. It's going to take a few months, and we're still working on the designs and pulling the stones and acquiring different stuff. But I'm very, very excited to be the face of that Indian jewelry design line. And once it comes out, I will be sharing it with you. And there's some unbelievable pieces in there. The bee pendant is one of the pieces that will be in the line. So, okay, aside from that, let's get started with some of the beautiful gemstone necklaces that we have to offer here. And I'm going to start today with this beautiful Sleeping Beauty turquoise necklace. So turquoise really has been around for many, many years, and I'm talking hundreds of years. The Indians, or Native Americans, excuse me, for anybody who's Native American, they used to use turquoise as trading. So that was their way to trade for seeds, to trade for goods that they could survive on. So the Sleeping Beauty mine has been closed for quite a few years. I believe it was closed in the 80s. But what happens, folks, when a mine is closed, so a pocket's discovered, and when a pocket's discovered, the person that discovered it usually takes the name and creates the name of the stone after them. Like Stitchtite is a stone that was discovered by Robert Stitch. And so a lot of these stones that are discovered, the actual miner creates the name, and then they have it, trademarked and everything, and that remains through history. A lot of these stones are named after Greek names or Latin names to begin with, but the Sleeping Beauty turquoise, like I said, the mine was closed in the 80s, But what happened was the people that discovered that went in, they mined out as much material as they could get out of that mine, and then they closed the mine. There was no more material left. But they stockpiled quite a bit of material for their business to continue. So a lot of times when a mine is mined out, there is still material available because these private collectors or businesses will buy the entire lot and then they'll slowly siphon it into the public. And this is what the Sleeping Beauty turquoise happened. There is still a little bit of that coming out of that closed mine area, and it's two people that are actually doing it. But it is it's done, and once the Sleeping Beauty turquoise is completely sold out, it won't be found again. The significance of the Sleeping Beauty turquoise is that it has this unbelievable robin's blue egg color. A lot of turquoise you see has greens and blues, a lot of striations through it, lines and stuff. It's not just a solid blue. The other thing, this is not dyed. This is natural Sleeping Beauty turquoise. So the price today on this, so the appraisal price on this is $8,000. That is done by an independent appraiser company. It's not done by Shop LC. So this bracelet, excuse me, folks, I've only had half a cup of coffee.
Now, real quick, Shara, we do have a quick studio shout out. We have Wick Diva joining us on Instagram.
Thank you.
And she mentions, "Good morning, Shara. I love your details on the gems. Thanks for the info." And then she asked, "Any 18 karat, 24 karat in the new line?"
Some of these do have the class on them. I don't know if they're 18.
Yes, our first auction is an 18 karat yellow gold, actually.
Oh, on the turquoise.
Yes.
Okay. So thank you. So this clasp on this turquoise, and I'm going to take this off this little neck form. This clasp is 18 karat on the Sleeping Beauty. And it's an adjustable clasp, which means it can fit from an 18 probably to a 20-inch neck. So it has this little extra chain, so in case you need an extender or you want to wear it with a collared shirt that, that you can adjust this little chain, if I can do it with my fingernails. And so it extends that for an extra 2 inches. So the appraisal price on this is $8,800. Like I said, it's done by an independent appraisal company. It's not done by Shop LC. And the reason that this is so high, folks, is because, like I said, this mine was closed in the 80s. There is some material available through us. We had bought and procured from private collector who, the miner himself, sold us all the material that they had backstocked. So we are offering 25% off. So the normal price on this through Shop LC is not $8,800. It's $3,289. And folks, I also want to show you, I have strung a lot of jewelry in my lifetime. Like I said, jewelry is my background. And these Sleeping Beauty beads are individually knotted. So in between every single bead is a knot. And that's hand done. And I've done pearls. Pearls are another one that is usually hand knotted. When you buy a necklace that is hand knotted, that shows you the quality of the stone. The reason they do that, if you ever broke this necklace and it was not hand knotted in between, all the beads would go everywhere. When it's hand knotted, if the necklace breaks, one bead falls, and it's easy to find. So years ago, they started individually knotting very expensive necklaces so that if they did break, and this is done on silk threads, very, very strong. It has 2 B cup ends, so there's nice movement. And this will eventually, it's tight right now because it's brand new. This will stretch a teeny bit, and I mean teeny, which means that you won't see this little curve. And that's because this is knotted very, very tight. But as you wear this, this picks up your perspiration and your body oils, which actually will enhance the turquoise on this. So don't be afraid to wear this. Do not put hairspray, perfume, or harsh chemicals on anything. Any necklace that you're wearing, unless it's metal, you should be very careful about any type of aerosol sprays that come in contact with the stones, because they could actually eat away at the coating and destroy the beautiful luster and polish on your necklace. Okay, so this is normally $32.89. We're offering 25% off today, which would bring it to $24.67.49. You can also do budget pays.
Yes, here is your budget pay price.
Budget pay of $493.49. So on budget pay, what that means is that you call a personal shopper, you type in sold 101 into the comment line, and then it will give you the information on how you want to pay for it, if you want to put it on budget pay. What budget pay is for us, it's the new layaway, but we do not hold the merchandise here. You make your first payment when you purchase the item, and the item gets sent directly to you immediately. Then you continue to pay on it for the next 4 months, but you have the item to wear and enjoy. There's no credit check. We do this because we want to get a larger family of collectors, and I think that's the easiest way. A lot of people can't afford a $500 necklace, but if you pay $100 a month, then it becomes a lot more reasonable, and we can put that into our budget. That's why we call it budget pay. It's a great feature. I do purchase a lot of stuff on Shop LC. I bought, metal detectors and Opatra facial stuff, and I use the budget pay. It just makes it so much easier for me, and it is a lot less I'm spending out of pocket. So let's get back to the turquoise. So 18 karat, $8,800 is the retail price. Sleeping Beauty turquoise, and the turquoise has a very, very calming, natural, beautiful. This one works with your throat chakra. So this being worn around your neck actually enhances your throat chakra. What's your throat chakra? Your body contains 7 energy points, starting from the root to the sacral, solar plex, heart, throat, third eye, crown. What the throat chakra does, it gives you the ability to speak articulately and to say what you mean. So it's a very powerful chakra in your body, and we verbally speak all the time to people for everything. That's the way we communicate. So if you want your throat chakra to be beautifully clean and spinning, then you need to keep that wheel clean. And what I mean by keep that wheel clean is these little 7 energy points that are spinning like little wheels. If they get clogged down with negativity, with depression, with sickness, they slow down and they get clogged up, just like an overloaded computer chip. So you need to clear that out, get those little wheels spinning again. And when all your chakras are in line, it prevents sickness, and you're feeling good. You feel like you can tackle the world. And that's the point with all these gem and minerals, folks, that I normally do the home decor, where to place stones in your house. Now I'm teaching you about wearable jewelry that does the exact same thing. Every single gem and mineral has energy in it, just like our bodies. So we're transmitting energy back and forth to these stones. I have a lot more to tell you on each necklace. I mean, it's endless. And I'm trying to give you a little bit of information. Then you can go online and you can research extensively what I'm saying. It's very, very interesting. It's documented. Everything has a wavelength that it sets off, a wavelength that they can see. They can monitor terahertz. I know Hunter, one of our hosts, is in love with terahertz, has a lot of great healing properties. Shungite, one of the newest stones on the market that's crazy with what it does. But some of these other stones that have been around for a long time actually have the same properties and the same wavelength. So you can wear these pieces and know that it's actually helping to aid your body, your functions in your body, your mental state, how you feel, and how we can tackle the world. My goal, folks, I hope everybody in the audience, is to try to educate you a little bit and maybe try to change your lifestyle to a more positive. And I'm not saying you're a Debbie Downer, anybody who's watching, but we all have days of depression, of tiredness, overwhelming. Things happen in life. We just ended Halloween last night. What's the next holiday? Thanksgiving. It's a stone's throw away, and then Christmas. And it's just going to roll very, very fast into the holidays. So if you are interested, you can start purchasing on budget pay, get all your holiday shopping done, and then by the time December rolls around, you can kick back and actually enjoy the holiday. Kwanzaa, Christmas, Hanukkah, which falls the same day as Christmas this year. So you can actually enjoy those and not feel so stressed out. So the Sleeping Beauty, beautiful necklace, ladies and gentlemen, 18 karat gold, individually knotted. The color on this is robin's egg blue. There's not a speck of dark or any other color in this. If you're going to buy turquoise, Sleeping Beauty is the way to go because, like I said, it's been mined out. So it's very, very rare, and eventually there won't be any left. We have procured, like I said, from the mine, the owners of the mine, all their material that they stockpiled, and we are cutting it and polishing it, and eventually we'll run out. I don't know how many pieces we have of this.
We are looking at 9 of these.
9. So we have 9, folks. That's less than 1 per state. That's like 9 states. So Texas, California, Arizona, New Mexico, Colorado, we're almost up to 9 states. So if you're interested, it's a 30-day money-back guarantee. You can purchase it. If you decide it's not for you, you have 30 days to send it back. No worries. No, that you don't have to send a big long letter why you want to return it. You just pop it in the mail with the return stamp thing, and it comes right back to us and your account gets credited. Okay, we also have a personal shopper. If you have any questions, you can call the personal shopper, and the number is 888
835 2237. I'll put it in the
835 2237. And I will memorize that by the end of the show, hopefully. But personal shopper is there. We hire them. They are there to answer all your questions, to make your shopping experience wonderful, no stress. There's not a lot of companies that have personal shoppers that are willing to walk you through with information on any pieces you want to buy. If you purchase this and you want it shipped to your sister in Arizona, we will do that for you. You purchase it, put it on budget pay or full pay. We will ship it wherever you want it to go to. Okay, so beautiful Sleeping Beauty turquoise necklace. I'm going to move on to the next piece.
You can lay right here. Great. Now we do have a sweepstakes going on as well every day. Today's prize is going to be a 4K TV.
Okay, today is that raffled today?
Yes.
Actually? Oh, okay, folks. So if you go on our website today, we are raffling off a 55-inch 4K TV plus a $100 Shop LC gift card. You can enter now. Just go on our website and you'll see Holiday Spectacular Sweepstakes. There's a black bar that says enter now. You click on it. We have given away this year a car. We have given away a camera and phone. Now we're giving away a TV, the year of electronics. These are free. We are just gifting these to our public as an appreciation for tuning in and joining us and watching and learning. Okay, this is a very interesting stone, and this is called rubellite.
Yeah.
And this is, I'm going to take it off. Ilias has put these on a beautiful neck form, and I'm going to destroy them. But I like to hold it in my hand and show you. So, folks, this is, look at the color on that. So this color, rubellite, is always this beautiful grapey red. That is the preferred color of rubellite. What is rubellite? It's not garnet. It's not ruby. This is actually tourmaline. Tourmaline comes in red, green, black, pink. This is gem quality tourmaline. This is found in Siberia. Very, very hard to mine. because Siberia is like 90% of the year frozen solid. So the mining ability window is so small, and the pockets of rubellite are very, very small. So this particular stone is very, very difficult to find. Once you do find it, we have to get the gem quality pieces. What I mean by gem quality, these pieces are translucent. I can see through this. That's why you can see the beautiful color, because the light is going through this beautiful rubellite. So in Siberia, these families go into the mountains after the snow melts, and they go, and it's usually a family, a mother and father and whatever kids they have, and the whole family's involved. And they go in, they go with pickaxes, they go make little holes, they find little caves or whatever, find it in the ground, and then they mine it out. It goes down into a central building where it's graded like any other stone, and then whatever's gem quality for jewelry goes in one area, whatever is not gem quality goes into another area. I have never seen rubellite freeform pieces in my life. So it's a very rare stone. They don't mine big pieces that you can put in your home. It's not found like that. The interesting thing about rubellite and being a tourmaline is that it does the same thing as shungite, one of the properties. It actually protects you against EMFs, electromagnetic frequencies, radiation. And anybody who's dealing with radiation, they suggest that people wear a rubellite bracelet because it traps those radiation waves, which is crazy, right? This beautiful little purple necklace. Okay, I'm going to go to the price, and then I'm going to tell you more about it. So oh, I told you it was rare. Okay, this beautiful necklace, retail replacement, $10,500. That's how rare this is, folks. You know, when we talk about colored stones and we talk about diamonds, everybody always thinks, oh my God, the most expensive stone in the world is a diamond. That's not true. There are lots of diamonds. Now they can man-make diamonds. Once you start investing and looking at colored stones, Alexandrite, super expensive. It's my birthstone. I have a couple of pieces, and we bought it from a Russian person who came over to go to Tucson, the big gem show, 15 years ago. It came out of an area of Russia that's now protected, and you cannot get any material out of there. And actually getting anything out of Russia right now is a no-go. So whatever we have that's from Russia, Siberia, it's going to be much, much harder to get. Now this appraisal was done in 9/23 of 2023. Our ties with Russia have gotten worse and worse. So getting material of this quality is going to be non-existent. These are really high-end collector's pieces for people that want to buy stuff that's going to retain its value and also go up in value. All right, it's like buying gold, except gold goes up and down, up and down. A gemstone, once it's mined out, there's no up and down. The price skyrockets up to the most expensive because you can't get it anymore. And the less it's available, it seems like the more people want it. You know, everybody wants something special, which is fine. I think we all deserve special pieces. This particular rubellite is, if you wear this, like I said, this will protect you against EMFs. It's also for your chakra, your root chakra, your lowest chakra at the base of your spine. What is the root chakra? It keeps you grounded to this earth, keeps you in tune with nature. I think we're all starting to cycle back into that lifestyle. I know during COVID, a lot of people went to the homesteading side of living, where they wanted to grow their own food, have their own animals, become self-sufficient. I grew up on a farm as a kid. We were self-sufficient. It wasn't called homesteading. It was just the lifestyle at that point. In the 60s, everybody had farms. Everybody grew their own vegetables in the summer, and you know, you share them, you give them to your neighbors. There was an abundance of vegetables. That's all changed now. the less land people have, the cycles of the weather patterns and everything has made farming very, very difficult, and Big Pharma has stepped in to feed the world, which they do, and they do it great because there's millions and billions of people in the world. Speaking of feeding, with every purchase you buy from Shop LC, we feed a child. Every single purchase. It doesn't matter if it's $1, $5, or $1,000. Every purchase, we feed a child, and we have fed over 50 million children. That is a feat that I am so proud to be part of that. And you know, it always makes you feel better when you can help another human being, especially food. In the United States, we have an abundance of food. There's no way for anybody to go hungry. In other countries, that's not the case. A lot of these countries, the money stays in the higher government positions, and the people that live in the land, there's a lot of starvation. And we have stepped in as a private company to help with that problem. 50 million children. That's an unbelievable feat. Thank you, Sunil. You are a man of my dreams for that. Okay, so $10,500. Beautiful rubellite, aka beautiful red tourmaline. Helps you against EMFs, keeps you grounded to the earth. Our price normally on this is $4269.99. Less than half of the appraisal price. We are offering you 25% off today. This would bring it down to $3202, $3,202. You can budget pay that also. It comes out to $640.49 a month, so $640. That would be your first payment, and then you'd have an additional 4 payments of $640. Money back guaranteed. This is a necklace for a collector, for sure. Anybody that wants to protect themselves against EMFs, radiation, have something that's super, super rare, this is a beautiful piece. So enjoy if you order the rubellite. If you have any more questions, you can put them in the comment bar, and I'll try to answer as many questions as I can today. Okay, the second piece, rubellite, aka beautiful red tourmaline. Okay, we are going to move on to...
It's going to be our aquamarine.
Let's move on to the aquamarine. So, Ilias has brought in some samples, and I brought a sample too, because I want to show everybody what aquamarine looks like in its natural state. I sell it in its natural state. I sell it in its polished state. Okay, this necklace is appraised at $2,000, and this one is on, I think this is on a
14 karat.
Okay, 14 karat. So whoever texted in earlier and wanted
That was Wick Diva.
what was her name?
Wick Diva.
Wick Diva.
Mm-hmm.
I love that, you diva, you. Thank you for watching. So this one has a 14 karat lobster claw, which is much better than the jump ring. It's a much more stable and sturdy clasp. Looks like a little lobster claw for anybody who didn't know. And this little opens up like that, so like a little lobster claw. It also has the 2-inch extendable chain, so you can wear it like this, or you can put it down lower. These aquamarines are called roundelettes. They are actually, each one has, I'm going to say 100 facets on it. That's what gives this beautiful sparkle. So these are not just round beads, these are actually faceted. And these are hand done. This is also graduated. So we start with a large roundelette in the center, and then it's graduated down to the real small one. So you can see the difference between the center and the end, the difference in size. Okay, aquamarine is the March birthstone. We probably all know that. This also helps folks with the throat chakra. Anything that's blue in color, the lighter blues, work with the throat chakra. This piece is normally $7.99, which is really a great deal. Faceted, roundelettes, graduated, 14 karat clasp, 25% off today is $5.99. Now I'm going to show you what aquamarine looks like in its natural state. So this is a piece of aquamarine, and you can see the difference. And I'm draping that over so you can see the difference in clarity. So I sell a lot of the rough like this for people that want just a big chunk of aquamarine. This does withstand. You can put this outside. You can put it on a windowsill. It will not change the color of the aquamarine at all. But the quality on this is what you get out of the ground. And there's a lot of it that comes out that's this quality. There's very little that comes out that's the necklace quality. So this is rough aquamarine. Here's the roundelette. And then I brought in my own personal piece, and this is aquamarine. And this is actually how it grows the gem quality pieces in these long, like tubular, I'm going to call it a finger. But it will grow straight up. It's got an octagon almost shape. And this is gem quality, just like the necklace. I don't want to tell you what that cost, but it's cost a lot more than $5.99. To get pieces this large are unheard of. That's why we do a little of the carving on these roundelettes, and we're able to bring you the gem quality in a beautiful necklace. So, March birthstone, 14 karat clasp, $5.99, and this is sold 103. So you would type that into the message column, sold 103, and then we would figure out, there'd be questions that come up, shipping and everything else, and you can do that all on the computer. Or if you're not computer savvy and you want to talk to our personal shopper, there's no charge. You can call the personal shopper, and they will work with you to give you any information, where you want it shipped. They will tell you everything you need to know. So this beautiful aquamarine, I love this piece. I really do. I'd wear it with my big chunky one. You know, sometimes the beaded necklaces are understated, but if you wear it on its own, it really is a showpiece. You can also layer it with other necklaces, which really just elevates it to, you know, if you put this on with a beautiful black dress at Christmas, it is just spectacular. Speaking of Christmas, it's less than 60 days away.
54 days.
54 days.
Yes.
Okay, folks, 54 days of shopping left. And that includes Christmas, so there's actually like really 52 days, because Christmas Eve and Christmas Day do not count. So this piece, like I said, beautiful aquamarine, comes with your beautiful replacement value card for insurance purposes. These are done by an independent company, not by Shop LC, so we are not pricing this out. The independent company is saying this is a $2,000 necklace to replace. We're selling it to you for $599.99 today. So take advantage, 14 karat. Okay, we are going to move on now to this piece. Looks like
Arisa rhodolite garnet.
Rhodolite garnet. Okay. So this is oh, look at the clasp on this. This has a beautiful big toggle clasp. Look at that. For anybody that's having problems with the small clasp, this is fantastic. I think this is a platinum plated, platinum overlay on the clasp. It is. I can tell by the color.
You're correct.
Okay, so this is graduated rhodonite garnet, and I'm not lost, folks. I'm just looking.
It's gonna be our number 4.
Okay, so this piece was originally, oh, on my sheet it has way more. Okay, so folks, hold on to your big girl panties, all right? This piece, what would an average necklace like this cost? I can put it on myself because of the giant clasp. This has those beautiful red colors. Rhodonite garnet is one of my favorites, and I'm going to tell you, it is, these beads have that beautiful red hue in them, so you can take it off by yourself too. So these, once again, and I wish I could get the light in here better, But this is a graduated strand, which means from big to small. This strand is, okay, $69.99. $69.99. These are beautiful garnet beads. And I brought in a little piece of rhodonite garnet. This is in its natural state. This is what it comes out of the, well, actually, these are formed on rock shale. So this was on top of like a flat area of rock, and there was a lot of these. So it wasn't just one piece. But I want you to see the beautiful structure. I didn't polish this. This is natural, how that came out of the ground. And it's so interesting, folks, how the earth creates these beautiful natural facets on its own. This is untouched. This is a natural garnet. Now, this has been cut down, so you can figure that to make this necklace, the center bead is one of these. So you would need quite a few of these natural garnets to create just this necklace. If I took this and faceted it to one bead, I would charge probably $100. One bead. You're getting a multitude of beads for $69.99 regular price. This goes down to $52.49 after the 25% live. $52.49. Beautiful garnet. It's the January birthstone. Anybody who has a January birthday coming up, it's right around the corner. This is the stone for you. It also helps with the heart chakra, believe it or not. Red, passion, fire. And with the root chakra to keep you grounded. So that wearing this necklace will invoke passion, love into your life. It will also protect you and keep you grounded. So that's what I'm saying, that every single stone does have metaphysical meanings on top of just being a beautiful necklace. So you're getting a BOGO. You're getting a necklace along with a ailment protector, or not, that wouldn't be the right word, a protection for your body. So it's helping to enhance your love in your heart, open your heart up, unconditional love. It's also helping you keep grounded, which means bringing you close to nature. If you like to garden, if you like to be outdoors, any type of activity that includes nature, this piece will enhance that, and you'll yearn for that. And being outside is, you know, we spend a lot of time inside. I'm in the studio right now with lights everywhere and camera and TVs. This morning at the hotel, I got up and actually sat outside, and unfortunately it was on the edge of the parking lot, but I just needed to be outside, get some fresh air. So I think after a while we all need it. That's what I'm talking about, bringing you closer to nature. Even if you just go out for lunch, you need to get out of your building and take a walk, or get out into the, you know, the beautiful breezes of fall, the colors of fall. You know, the colors are always really interesting in fall. The oranges, the deep reds, the burnt, you know, it's just, you know, I'm wearing my fall orange shirt today. But $52.49, a platinum laid over clasp with a giant toggle, so very easy for anybody who has a little bit of a hard time with clasp. This is easy on off. You saw me take it on and off, and I'm fairly clumsy when it comes to that. Graduated. So budget pay on this would be $13.12 a month. This can be yours today for one payment of $13.12. We'll ship it out to you, and then you'll pay another 4 months of $13.12. $13, folks. I spent more than that on a taco at the airport yesterday. So these prices we're giving to you are substantially below anywhere you could buy this. Any jewelry store, any gem decor store. We've cut out the middlemen. Shop LC has enough buying power to actually send our reps to areas, and they buy the whole lot. And then they just bring it to our factory, they cut it, they string it. We have employees that are so well trained in their craft that's why the jewelry and the stuff that we make here at Shop LC is unsurpassable, the best quality you can get on the market. Really, really, it's hand-picked. We don't just go and buy a lot and say, we'll take that whole table. The stones are hand-picked for the quality, and every stone is graded, whether it's a gemstone that comes for a piece of jewelry or a home decor piece. They're all graded, and so we bring you the best of the best. If you need help with a purchase today, the personal shopper's number again is 888-835-2237. They can help you with any questions you have. If you want to buy 5 of these and send them to your 5 siblings, you can purchase them through the personal shopper, and we will ship them to each individual person that you want them to go to. So garnet, like I said, it's good for the heart chakra, good for the root chakra. It comes in a multitude of colors, but you really want that really deep, deep red that I'm showing you. This is my personal piece. You know, all know if watching me, I've been in the business forever. I bring the best. I carry the best, and I want to show you the best. So this is in its natural state. You can see the color is almost exact. So remember, this little stone, this individual garnet, cut 1 bead. So you need a lot of these to create a strand. It's a very intense process. The stones have to be graduated perfectly. They need to be color matched, which is another thing. So when we cut the garnets into the beads, then they're laid out in a bead tray, and they will pull out the ones that don't match with the rest of the strand. So it's an intense process. $52.49. I would not string this for $52.49. And I mean string it. I'm not talking about the component or the beads. I'm talking about labor. I would not string this for $52.49. So you're getting a killer deal here, folks. Money back guarantee. Don't be afraid to try some new pieces in your life. This is a great Christmas necklace. I mean, perfect. The color, it's red. Everybody wants to wear red at Christmas. This will go with any of your Christmas garb that you're wearing. It's a great gift. So take advantage. $52.49. Budget pays are $13 a piece, and it can be yours today out the door. Sold $104.
Correct.
Okay, we're going to move on to the next.
We're going to do a multicolored quartz next.
We are moving on to, what is it?
Multicolored quartz.
And that is right here.
Yes.
All right. So Ilias has put these on these beautiful neck forms, and I keep taking them off. He worked so hard. And he's behind the scenes over here. He is the producer of every live stream show. He works his you-know-what off to get all this beautiful merchandise set up, get the camera set up. So he doesn't get credit because he's behind the scenes, but everybody that does the live stream, we appreciate him. Okay, let's move on. This is multi-quartz. So quartz does come in a multitude of color and variations. It also comes from everywhere in the world. So a lot of gemstones are only found in certain areas. I just showed you some that were found in, particular areas of the world. Quartz is found everywhere. A lot of it comes out of the United States. Believe it or not, Arkansas is one of the biggest quartz producers in the United States. I have been to both of the quartz mines in Arkansas, the two biggies, and I went many, many years ago when I was on a road trip, and I decided I would drive through Arkansas because I wanted a really large piece to put in my garden. And I mean large, I'm talking 3 feet by 3 feet. So I drove through the mountains. I had bought from them in Tucson. And when I got there, they had many, many tables of small little pieces of quartz. And I said, I didn't drive all that way for that size. I want something big. So they took me into this barn, and he untarped a fingered piece of quartz that was literally the size of a Volkswagen Bug. A little large for me. I loved seeing it. Took a bunch of pictures with it. Couldn't afford to buy it. And it was actually getting shipped overseas to go into a museum. So a lot of these larger pieces, they're museum quality. You don't want to break up something of a large magnitude like that that's so rare. So all the little pieces that fall off when they're mining all this quartz is what we make quartz jewelry out of. multiple color. So now what I'm going to do is tell you about the colors in this, because there are multiple colors. You can see it just from me on this white neck form. So I'll go through the price first. The multiple quartz is $69.99 regularly, 25% off. It goes down to $52.
That is correct.
$52.49. This is also has an adjustable. Is this 14 karat?
This is gonna be just.
Oh yeah, yellow gold. It's vermeil, so it's yellow gold over sterling. Once again, it has that crazy great lobster claw. You know, I love these bigger clasps. I definitely like them on jewelry because my fingers fumble on those little spring rings. Much better clasp, a lot more expensive, but it holds up forever. It will last a very, very long time. This also has the 2-inch extender chain, so you can put it from 18 to 20 inch. Okay, let's talk about quartz a little bit. So $52.49 is your price. You can do budget pay on this, which would bring it down to $10.49. Can be yours today out the door, $10.49. Then you have 4 more budget pays. Okay, quartz is used in every single electronic device that we use. It is an accelerator. So that means when energy goes through quartz, quartz makes it go faster. That's why it's in all our electronic devices, because we need 5G. So everything has gone up. We need fast, fast, fast. We are on all the time. In our lives, our phones, our computers that we carry that do everything for us. I use my phone for everything. I don't even carry a laptop. And I travel extensively. I have a business. I have a second business. I work for Shop LC. And everything is done on my phone. Why? Because it has quartz chips in it, excels the energy, and makes it doable for us to carry a computer in our hand. With that, we also have to be careful about all the electromagnetic waves. And that's why wearing some of this jewelry or having some of these pieces in your house will help aid and protect you, believe it or not. Okay, this quartz necklace, and what it has some beautiful different quartz in it. I sold a couple of these pieces last night on the home decor, and one of them is this beautiful red color. It's called Crimson Moon Healer, and that is quartz that has been layered with iron in it. So you have quartz, you also have rose quartz in that particular stone, and then you have iron. So it gives you this magnificent red color. And then you have one called Golden Moon Healer quartz, which is the same as the Crimson Moon Healer, which is the red. That's why we call it crimson. But this one has the yellow hues of autumn, the yellow hues of the sun. That's why, and it's in a milky colored almost quartz. That's why it's called Golden Moon. This also is laced with a little bit of iron that gives it that little bit of yellow hue. Then we go down, and you have your clear quartz, which we all know clear quartz, accelerator. So all these quartz have the same metaphysical properties, the same energy. So when you wear this, what regular quartz does, gives you energy. It's going to pull energy from your body and transmit back and forth. You're going to be more energized. It also helps with aligning all your chakras, which I talked about earlier. Getting those chakras aligned, very, very important to have a healthy lifestyle. You want to keep, once your chakras are broken down, depression sets in, sickness, cold, COVID, all those illnesses. So you need to keep yourself balanced. And it's not just food, it's other things in life. So if a lot of times these gemstones will aid in helping you to promote a healthier lifestyle, helping you get through transition, and I'll talk about that in a little bit too. Okay, back to the quartz necklace. So you have the Crimson Moon Healer, you have the Golden Moon Healer, you have the Moon Quartz, which is this milky colored moon quartz, really beautiful stone. And then you move down and you have the Rutile Quartz, which has these beautiful little black spines in it. The necklace that I'm wearing is also rutile quartz in the B body. So it has these golden striations in it. Part of it's just natural in the quartz. It looks like striations of gold. This looks like little pieces of black tourmaline in there. So you move on, then you have this beautiful silver quartz. So this necklace is a variation of almost all the colored quartz that you can make into jewelry. There is a few more. So this one is $69.99. It goes down to $52.49. It's sold $105.
Correct.
Sold $105. The budget pays are
$10.
$10.49. I mean, folks, buy for your holiday season now. Really take advantage of these sales, because if you buy it now and then you decide you get it and you're like, well, it's not really what I expected, you can send it right back. There's no issue. Money back guaranteed. But start getting your Christmas list and your Christmas gifts done so you can enjoy the holiday. That way you can just bake and cook and relax with your family. You're not stressed out. A lot of people are now switching to totally online buying. During COVID, it made everybody a super savvy, smart shopper. That's hard to say. Super savvy, smart shopper. Where you no longer had to go to a big box store, because when you pull something up online, you have more variation. You have sales. You have, us giving you 25% off our regular low price. So variations of quartz, beautiful 2-inch extender. Quartz is an accelerator of energy. You can pair this with any other jewelry that you want. All right, it will help any jewelry that you have. It will enhance the properties of the other pieces that you're wearing. Beautifully done, beautifully strung, and these are strung on silk, which, believe it or not, is super, super strong. They have strung pearls on silk since I can remember, and it lasts. It won't break down like a plastic or a regular thread. This will withstand. So $10.49 is the budget pay. Look at the colors on that. It's just really pretty. It has I love how they did it with all these clear quartz in between to accent and this is also graduated. And I didn't even notice this, but at the end of it, in the front where you have the bigger beads, they actually bead divided with these vermeil beads. So it separates the larger beads to give you a more uniform and finished and polished piece of jewelry. That's what I mean. Our designers, including me, when we look at a piece of jewelry, we think about what kind of chain is that going to be put on? What would look the best? What stone would look the best? Should we add a bead in the front so that the stones are not so crowded? So all that goes into the designing factor of making a beautiful piece of wearable jewelry. Okay, we're going to move on to the next one.
Yes. It'll be our chrome dioxide.
Oh, this is a pretty piece. All right. This is lovely. So there's no official card with this one.
Mm-mm.
So this is a great buy, folks. Okay, so there's dioptase, diopside. This is diopside. The color of this is a beautiful forest green. This also comes from Siberia, which is, like I said, there's some stones that come out of different countries that this is found in very, very small pockets. It reminds me of the earth so much. I love this green diopside, and I think that it's fairly new to the market. It's been around it's now making a big splash. It has been around, but I think it was neglected for many years. This beautiful necklace was $109, down to 25% off, comes out to $82.49. $82.49. Chrome diopside. Okay, beautiful earthly greens. Comes out of Siberia, very, very small pockets. This is also good for reducing negative energy. Every single one of these chrome diopside beads is strung with a small little sterling silver bead in between. So it gives it this beautiful, so you can actually see the greens a lot better. If it was just these strung one on top of the other, the light couldn't get through this necklace as well as it should. And the light, we know, helps bring up the beautiful colors in gemstones. You need that even with diamonds. They set them in prongs. They don't cap the back usually because we need that light to go through to see all the colors. This is $82.49, folks. You can do budget pays on this. $20.62 are your budget pays. Has a sterling silver lobster claw again, little lobster claw clasp. Comes from Siberia, which we no longer have ties with. So, and this does come out of Brazil too. So it doesn't just come out of one area. I want to correct that. But it is, if you're not aware of this stone, it's fairly new to the market. And I wanted to show you how these pieces actually come out. This is a jar full of chrome diopside. So you can see these little teeny chips. So each of these little chips, this is how it's found, right? So you can see I'm holding in my hand. So each of these little chips would then be faceted into a bead. It's not a job for the weary, that's for sure. So the pickers go through and they pick out the largest pieces first. So they would make the larger beads in the center, and then these smaller pieces they would cut to graduate down to these little teeny beads. And this is what it looks like. This is not heat treated. This is natural out of the ground. It actually sort of reminds me of peridot, but just a darker green, but different stone entirely. So I think this stone has magnesium in it, is what it gives it the green color. But this is a beautiful little necklace. Anybody that's into really earthy colors, this is the necklace for you. There's not a lot of stones out there other than emerald that really have this deep green color. And this, a lot of people do sometimes mistake this for an emerald. It is not an emerald, it's chrome dioptized. And this can be yours, $82.49. Beautifully strung, has the extender clasp on it. I love it. I love that they did these little beads so it separates, so you get all that color through there. Beautiful piece, folks. Take advantage. Christmas is coming. Can be yours for $20.62 on budget pay. Money back guarantee. Personal shoppers number is 888-835-2237. They will help you with any questions that you have, any things that you want to purchase and ship to somebody else. They have all that information. We hire them to be your personal shoppers. There's not a lot of places you can go and work with a personal shopper. So take advantage of it. And it doesn't matter what you're buying. When you call our personal shoppers, we don't say it has to be an order of $5,000 or more. It can be a $60 piece. You just want to talk to a personal shopper or you have some questions. They are there to answer your questions. All right, I'm going to move on to the next piece. Beautiful chrome dioptide. And let's move on to this shadow kite.
Okay.
I love this. So this stone it's fairly new. There's a couple of variations. Shadowtyke is one of them. This is shadow kite. This comes from Africa, outside of one of the main cities. It's now a national park. So hold on one second. And yeah, it had, Table Mountain. Table Mountain is the area it comes from. So it was discovered in Table Mountain many years ago. It is a combination of azurite, malachite, chrysocolla, and cuprite. Those 4 components, those are 4 entirely separate stones that have merged to give you this shadowkite. Now, if you look at this, you can actually see the center bead almost looks like turquoise. That's chrysocolla. That has the majority of chrysocolla. Then you have these blues that almost look like lapis, but they're not because they have browns and reds. That's the cooperite in there, the copper. So it's a variation of these colors. It was only discovered in Africa. It's the only place it's ever been discovered. This piece is very inexpensive, folks. It's a fairly new stone. We don't get gem quality, which means that I don't get translucent when I say gem quality. This is gem quality, but the translucent you don't get in this particular stone. There's certain stones, lapis, you never get translucent lapis. So a lot of stones are opaque normally. You don't get that translucent. You can't see through them. But the color on this, the beautiful greens and blues, this is $69.99 after the 25% off. Brings it down to $52.49. So because of the colors on this, I can tell you right now, this is for your third eye and for your heart chakra. So third eye, what is that chakra? That's the chakra of intuition, where when you go to do something and you have a thought in your head and you go, yeah, I probably shouldn't do that, and you do it anyway, and then it's a disaster and you say later, I knew it. That is your third eye telling you immediately, not a good choice, listen to me, I'm here to advise you, I'm right near your brain, but we don't listen. That is the third eye chakra yelling back at you to make the right decisions. So this piece helps with the third eye. It also helps with the heart. And the heart chakra is for unconditional love, healing, anybody who's has family matters that they need to let go of, relationships that you're angry over, you need to let go of. Anything that has to do with love and the heart, this piece is good for that. It's also good for the third eye, for your intuition, to make the right decisions, to not question your decisions. All right, so $52.49 on the shadowkite. If you've never heard of it, you can look it up. It's Shadow, SHADOWKITE. Almost every one of your gem and minerals has that ite at the end, ITE. For some reason, I don't know why, but they all have that at the end. This is from South Africa, from the Table Mountain. You can actually fly over there and you can still hike. It's a national park now. You cannot mine anymore up there. So once again, this stone was discovered. It's now unavailable as far as you being able to go mine it somewhere. So you can have this beautiful pendant for $13.12 a month. That's your budget pay. So it would be your first payment would be $13.12. I send it out the door to you, and then you have 4 more payments of $13.12. But you can wear it. You have that. You can enjoy the piece while you're paying for it. We don't hold it here hostage until you pay it off. There's no credit check. We have a personal shopper. We are making your shopping experience as easy as we can for you. Stress-free, money-back guarantee. You know, a lot of times you go into a store and you'll buy something and you go to return it and they want to know why you're returning it. You only have 30 days, blah, blah, blah. And it's so stressful that you end up keeping something that you really didn't want. I know, I can't tell you how many times I travel extensively. I'll buy stuff and the 30-day will go by and I'm like, well, I own it now anyway. So, but with us, you know, it comes right to your door. You can take it out, try it on, try it with a few outfits. If you like it, keep it. Okay, shadowkite. Fairly new stone for a lot of people out of South Africa. And believe it or not, a lot of stuff comes out of Namibia. Mm-hmm. A lot of material comes out of Namibia that we buy and we cut into gemstones and stuff. So Brazil is another giant area, minus Gueras. Brazil is a giant area that a lot of our really good gemstones come out of. So certain areas of the world, through volcanic eruption, through heat and pressure, through melting of snow, we keep discovering these beautiful gemstones that we're unearthing. Some of them are brand new, never been on the market. Some of them have been a gemstone that was discovered somewhere else in the world, got mined out, and then a new pocket was discovered somewhere else. Shadow kite, very interesting stone. Anybody that's into those blues and greens and stuff, this is the stone for you to try. Very inexpensive, folks. You can't beat it. This is, this is like going to lunch with a friend, but you wear this forever. So try to enjoy if you purchase this. If you have any comments, you can put them in the comment line. And do we have any questions or anything coming from anybody?
No. Then
Okay.
that was our sold 107 as well.
Sold 107 on the Shadow
Yes.
Kite. Sold 107. I forgot to say that. Okay, we're going to move on to a really interesting stone that most people have no idea what it is. So this is Adamukite opal. This comes out of Australia. Okay, so what is Adamukite opal? Everybody probably has heard of Lightning Ridge. There's other areas. There's a couple of. This is a mine that was very, very popular many years ago. I have been to Australia. I have been out there. It is nothing like you ever want to do. It is dirty. It is hot. And there are flies that are relentless. You actually have to wear a mosquito netting face cover when you go out to this mine. It is crazy. The flies are they attack you. And if you don't wear that, they'll go right up your nose. You can't open your mouth to talk because they'll fly right into your mouth. So the mining out there, it's that dirty, dirty red soil in Australia. Very, very dry. I have been out there, like I said, it's not for the faint of heart. I would never want to be a miner there. But I have purchased a lot of material from this particular mine. As a matter of fact, years ago, I was in Tucson. I am a beekeeper, like I said, and the gentleman who owns this mine was in Tucson, and he carved a beehive out of opal. He did all the octagon little holes. It had 2 bees on it. It made my heart beat incredibly fast. I wanted that piece. It was also thousands of dollars, and I mean thousands. Way more than I would ever dream of spending. And I loved it. And I have pictures of it. I think about that piece. It's one of those pieces you almost regret not buying. This material comes out of that same mine. It does have a lot of the black matrix and a lot of the browns. When you think of opal, everybody thinks of the Wella opal, that real opalescence, the Australian opal from Lightning Ridge that has all the blues. So this is from the Adamukite mine in Australia. So this has a lot of the matrix on it. It's still opal, folks. This has all the properties of an opal necklace. Opal, transition, love, helps you with life. So all those beautiful, sparkly, watercolor opal, this has the same property. It's just a darker opal. This one is $69.99, $52.49 after the 25% off today. This has a magnetic clasp, which is crazy great. It just clips right on, and you can just pull it right off. It also has an adjustable magnetic clasp, which means that you take the little magnets, you slide them down to the end, and now this necklace becomes a much longer necklace. And you can see what I talk about layering. This looks great with my bee pendant. So this could be worn by itself as a shorter necklace, or you could pull the clasp in the back and make it, this is probably, I'm going to say 24 inch right here. So you can make it a longer necklace, adjust it to whatever you want. If you want to layer it with other necklaces, if you want to wear it by itself, it is a great piece. These little magnetic clasps are a savior for anybody that hates fumbling with a clasp. So you can see I have it. It's on these chain extenders, and all you do is just pull this little chain, and then it shortens it. Super, super easy. I wish I had invented this. I can't take credit for it, but man, I wish I could have, because it is a lifesaver. Because a lot of times in the summer, we wear tank tops. We wear stuff that doesn't have a collar. We're hot, you know. And then in the winter, you wear your more bulky clothes, your turtlenecks, your sweaters. So this can be adjusted. In the summertime, you wear it by itself. In the winter, you adjust it to the 24 inch. You can layer it with other necklaces. Get it over the turtleneck, get it over your collared shirt with just the pull of the chain. It's so lovely, and it's so well done. The chain is sterling silver. It's all sterling. This is, once again, strung on silk, which is very, very durable. It has a little magnetic, so you don't have to worry about a clasp. So $52.49, and this is sold.
This will be sold $108.
Sold $108, folks. From Australia, Andamuka opal, very interesting stone. You can look it up. Like I said, I have been there. Not my most favorite place in Australia, because it was really hot and dry and dirty and muddy and flyish, but it was an incredible journey. And you can look up stuff like that. There's a lot of stuff on YouTube about the Australian mines. It's really fascinating when you start to learn how stones are found and then where they're mined. And like I said, the owner of this mine, I've known now for probably 15 years. And I've bought skulls from him carved out of opal. I've bought crazy stuff. And he is really a nice guy, very interesting. But you got to go to Australia, and when you get over there, you can't go to his mine and buy this. He's a miner. He's selling rough material. He's not selling beaded necklaces. He's selling stuff, and then his daughter is a carver, so the skulls and stuff that I bought from him, she was actually facilitating a carving, you know, stuff like that. But we're bringing you prices. It would cost you $3,000 to fly to Australia to even think about a necklace like this. And once you get over there, because it is the stone of Australia, the Australian opal, the prices are insane, because people go there and everybody wants an Australian opal. $52.49 a whole strand. And the colors are beautiful. It's dark. It's got like a black hue to it almost. I know a lot of people wear black. This could be a great accent piece. You could put it between two strands of pearls to really get those pearls to pop. Put it next to a beautiful peridot strand. Get those really greens or chrome diopsides. So it has a lot of value in the stone alone, but in the amount of ways you can wear it. So don't be afraid to try $52.49. Our personal shopper, once again, 888-835-2237. They will help you with any of your purchases today. I hope that everybody is interested. If you have any questions about any of the material that I'm showing you, please just type something in the message column, and I'll be more than happy to answer your questions.
Now, we did have a quick comment from Wit Diva. She was having a couple technical issues with our sold comment, so I did try to assist her. She was having issues with just not receiving the DM, so I commented when she types in sold 107,
Yep.
to put no spacing in between the sold and 107 to receive the actual link in her DM.
Oh, okay. So when you type in, if you're interested in this, sold 107, when you type it into the message, do not put a space in between the sold and the number.
Correct.
Just have it all one, and then it will bring you right to the link. And thank you for that comment. Excuse me. Okay, let's move on to one of my favorites. Let's do the smoky quartz.
All right, and this will be our sold 109, our next option.
Okay, sold 109. Is that the right time? 11:22?
Yes.
Okay. So, smoky quartz. Unbelievable stone. Most people don't know that this is the national stone for Scotland. Believe it or not. Smoky quartz, the national stone for Scotland. What is smoky quartz? It's quartz that has this beautiful brown color in it. And it's interesting because if you leave this in direct sunlight, this contains like a photosynthesis in the stone naturally, where if you take this and you leave it in direct sunlight, I live in Florida, so if I took this strand and put it outside on my picnic table, it would actually, the stone would actually darken by itself. So a lot of these stones, they can't handle direct sunlight, and if they can, it does change them a little bit. You can wear this all the time in the sun. I'm talking about, you know, like I said, I live in Florida. If you buy plastic furniture, it lasts a year. By the time the year's over, it's faded, it's, you know, it's worn out. That's what direct sunlight constantly would change the stone. But wearing this in your regular, you know, fashion decor, it's not going to change the color of the stone. It'll actually, your body oils and your heat will actually keep this shiny and nice. So this piece has a beautiful little Pikachu, right? Look at this little clasp. It's a little frog. So it's a frog. It is just the cutest thing, and it opens up like that, and then it has the coin that goes into the little mouth. This is for good luck and prosperity. So what a great little piece. And it makes this smoky quartz pop, really does. I mean, I wouldn't even put that. This would be off to the side if I was wearing this, because the clasp is so unique. You don't really want this on the back of your neck. You really want to show off that groovy little clasp. So this, I told you, it's the national stone of Scotland, which is so interesting, I thought. So this can be yours. The regular price is $59.99, and this is the Pikachu. It's a gold vermeil over sterling silver, and it has like a little spring action in its little back area, and this is the little coin, so that just clips right in there. It's a great little piece, and like I said, this can be layered with other necklaces. The 25% off brings this down to a mere $44.99. You can do the budget pays on this. I think the budget pays are $11.
Let me confirm.
$8.99. $8.99. Where can you get a necklace for $8.99, folks? That's actual real stone. This is not radiated. This is not heat treated. This is genuine smoky quartz. Now you can buy smoky quartz it's called iridated. When they do that, they heat treat it to a pressure, but the stone actually comes out more a gray black. This is that natural, beautiful, light brown to deep brown color that the smoky quartz is. So this could be yours, $8.99 a month. The $8.99 for 5 months. I'm sorry, I'm shocked. It's that little. This is hand strung. Once again, these beads are individually knotted between each and every bead. So if by chance this strand does break at some point, which it will not, you would just lose. You wouldn't even lose one bead, because the one bead would fall and you'd find it. So that's really important when you're buying beaded necklaces, folks, is that the larger the bead and the more you want the light to get around the stone so you can see the color, that it needs to be individually knotted. That way it shows all the beautiful colors of the stone. So this stone, once again, like I said, it has photosynthesis, which means that it will change to a darker color if you leave it in direct sunlight. So all these stones have different properties. This smoky quartz, once again, it's a quartz. It's an accelerator. It's an energy reviver. This will give you energy in your body. It will make you feel charged. It also aligns your chakras. Any of the quartz will help align those chakras in your body, make it easier for you to handle tasks that are difficult, stuff that you really don't want to do, that you've been putting off. It will help you push to do those things that you've been putting on hold for a long time. And the little clasp, the Pikachu, is for good luck and good fortune. Even has the little coin. So last night we were selling these on the home decor, and I had them in serpentine. This is a copy in sterling silver with the gold overlay. It's a great little piece for prosperity, luck, money. It also accelerates all that. Individually knotted, $44.99. Great piece. Everybody should be shopping away at this point because the prices we're giving you are really, really very inexpensive for the craftsmanship and the work that goes into these pieces. Like I said, we've cut out the middlemen. Our team of designers putting the clasp, individually knotting. These are all things that go into designing a magnificent piece of jewelry. You want to have all those components in line, so when you look at this, you want to put it on. It's a finished piece that you're proud of. So great little piece of smoky quartz, folks. Very, these are beautifully matched, the color on these. And like I said, to match each and individual bead to be the same color is a whole other process too. So a lot of work goes into these. The 20-inch with the little Pikachu little clasp. Okay, we are moving on to apatite.
All right.
So we're moving on to this beautiful apatite. And the apatite is multicolored. So normally you only see the apatite in the blues. This actually has the other colors of the apatite in it. This is on a sterling silver, lobster claw. Once again, extendable extra 2-inch chain. These are graduated. These are the same thing, we call them rondellas or roundellas. These are like little donuts, I'd say. And each one is faceted. So it's graduated, which means the center is much bigger than, not much bigger on this one, but probably double the size of the ones on the end. Look at that blue. The blue apatite on this is phenomenal. And that's what I mean by gem quality. I have blue apatite that I sell in home decor pieces that is opaque. You can't see through it. It's got that blue color, but it's not translucent. So the apatite, this is the gem part of the apatite. This piece was originally $129. Let me see where this is.
Number 10.
And so it is down to $97.49 after the budget pays. $97.49.
Budget pay.
So you'd have 5 payments of $19.49. So $19.49, this can be out the door and yours. Apatite is found throughout the world. A lot of it's coming from Madagascar once again. A lot of it from Brazil. So like I said, those two areas of the world right now seem to be the dominant areas for gem and minerals that are coming out of the ground. And it's unbelievable, the array of stuff. The apatite is, this will obviously, once again, it's for the throat chakra, the blue, the browns, the same thing. Even though it's a different color, it is for the throat chakra. This is a great piece for peace and harmony. Apatite helps you with a calming effect. It's interesting how most of your pastel stones metaphysically relate to a very calming effect, where your real deep dark stones, the reds, the blacks, those are all the grounding stones that keep you centered and keep you grounded to earth. where the lighter pastel stones are more about emotional healing and love. And that's just the way it is. I'm not making this up, but I know hundreds and hundreds of stones that I know the properties on. And it seems to me when I tell people, like, if you're looking for something to correct your heart, your throat chakra, your upper body, it's usually more of the lighter colors. Obviously, red is for the heart, rose quartz for the heart. But then once you move down in your body, the oranges are for the central middle part of your body. Yellows and oranges are creative and your soul of creativity, your soul, your portion of your body that tells you right from wrong. And then you move down to the root chakra, which is that grounding, keeps you grounded on this earth. You're not flying up in the clouds. You're able to make decisions clearly. So the apatite is good for that, that calming effect. It's good for clarity. It's good for speech. It's also just a really beautiful necklace to wear. So aside from the metaphysical properties, whether you believe in any of them or not, it really doesn't matter. If you like the necklace, just buy it. You can have a multitude of beaded necklaces that you wear randomly, like the beaded bracelets. Everybody's into the beaded bracelets right now because of all the different properties. They're easy to put on and off. Now we've gone into more upscale, harder to find gemstones that are more rare. It takes a lot more to make a necklace than a bracelet. But once again, we're bringing these prices to you. We've cut out the middleman. We have our own team of designers, cutters, and polishers that are doing all this work behind the scenes to bring you the best possible prices that you can get on these beautiful gemstone necklaces. I'm glad that they have the pictures in the background to show you, because sometimes holding these pieces in my hand and putting them up in the air doesn't have the same impact as the beautiful pictures when the model's wearing it and stuff like that. So once again, this is adjustable. It goes from 18 to 20. This can be yours for $97.49, and your budget pays are going to be roughly $20 a piece. 19 something, I believe.
Yes, 1949.
1949. Comes from Brazil, comes from Madagascar. I think this is a fairly new stone to the market. I'm going to say probably in the last 7 years, I've seen, I've sold apatite for the home decor out of my business. I really haven't seen a lot of the faceting done with it, and it's absolutely stunning. And it's a tenth of the cost of aquamarine, and it looks sort of like aquamarine. So if you love those blue colors of the aquamarines, the apatite necklace might be your second choice, because it is a lot more affordable at that. Okay. What else do we have here? Oh, let's do the Larimar.
All right.
Okay. So, Larimar. So, we have a couple of samples here that I really want to show people. So I'm going to start with the price of the necklace, and then I'm going to show you it in the raw.
And this will be sold 111 with the Larimar.
So sold 111. In your message column, do not put a space between the sold and the number. It will immediately bring you to how to pay for it and ship it. If you want to talk to one of our personal shoppers who can help you with any of your purchases, you can reach them at 888-835-2237. They are there for you. They are there to help you with any questions, to help you with anything you need. They are your personal shopper, but we're paying for that. There's not a lot of companies that will throw a personal shopper at you for free. So take advantage of, if you have questions, folks. Everything that we sell you at Shop LC is a money back guaranteed. We do a budget pay, which is a layaway with no hold. We ship it out to you immediately, and you just pay on it. There's no credit checks. Everything comes in a very timely manner. I usually get my stuff within 7 days when I order off the website. But we're bringing you the prices. We've cut out the middleman, and we're bringing you jewelry and gemstones that are the best quality that we can possibly get. at the best prices to share with you. We want you to become part of our Shop LC family. We consider everybody who works for our company part of our family, and we like you as part of our family too, to enjoy all the purchases and all the excitement. There's a lot of stuff that we bring you that probably you wouldn't just walk out and buy, but you see it on the network and you're like, I sort of do like that. So it's very interesting, some of the merchandise that we acquire, but the jewelry alone is spectacular. Like I said, we have our own teams that are behind the scenes. Okay, this Larimar necklace is, and I believe this is, 18 karat over sterling. Once again, it has that beautiful lobster claw clasp along with the extender for the extra 2 inches. And this is strung with biwa pearls. And what is a biwa pearl? A biwa pearl is a natural pearl. It's not perfectly round. And the way that they make biwa pearls is that these are, and let me just say right off the bat, any pearl necklaces that you buy are going to be cultured at this point of time in life. There are not natural pearls being found out in the ocean. Those days are gone in the 1920s. It's unheard of with the fishing regulations and all that. To find a natural pearl that hasn't been cultured is unheard of. So we now can create pearls of any size. And the way that they're created, which is very interesting, they take an oyster and they lift up the top shell. And in that oyster, depending on the size of the pearl they're going to create, so these biwa pearls are not perfectly round. So what they would do is they'd lift the lip of the oyster and they would implant 5 or 6 grains of sand in that shell and close it up. What the oyster does, if it was 1 pearl in there, the oyster would constantly spin that grain of sand around and coat it with a nacre, which is that luster on a pearl. It's called nacre. So when there's 1 bead in there, it gives the oyster the ability to keep coating and spinning that bead around to create a single perfectly round pearl. Once you put in 5 or 6 grains of sand into an oyster, the oyster does not have the ability at that point or the space to create perfectly round pearls. So it will create a nacre on these grains of sand, and the pearls come out misshaped in nature, but they have that beautiful nacre pearl luster. So another trick, and this is for anybody that is out buying somewhere, to test a pearl, if you rub it on your teeth, it has a gritty texture. That's a pearl, cultured or natural. If it has a very smooth texture, it's plastic. So if you're out thrifting or in a store and you want to make sure it's a natural pearl, don't let people see you put it, but that's an easy way to test it. That's the old way, and that's the way that I learned 40 years ago. So this is beautiful Larimar beads with pearls. Where does Larimar come from? Dominican Republic. Only place in the world it's ever been found. So that's what I was saying about some stones are found only in one area of the world. Hey, Lindsay.
Hi.
Lindsay's coming on soon. And she'll be here this afternoon, right? So this price on the Larimar is $199. Our 25% off is $149.99. And if you want to budget pay it out, it's $29.99 a month. Once again, you pay the $29.99. We ship it to you. You don't have to worry about us holding on to it. You get it immediately. So I wanted to show you this now that I've told you the price. This is what Larimar looks like when it comes out of the ground. So only found in the Dominican Republic, only place ever. It will eventually be mined out at some point. It's a very small island. I've been there quite a few times. I own a lot of Larimar. It's one of my all-time favorite calming, gentle stones. Once again, the Larimar is good for the throat chakra. It also helps with anxiety, relieving stress in your life, bringing you down to mental clarity where you can make your thoughts correct, make great choices, and it's a beautiful stone. But what we have to do, folks, this is actually a beautiful piece of Larimar. I wish I had brought some of my really not good pieces in. But this has a lot of gem quality in it. Most pieces have a lot of this host matrix, which is this grayish brown. So we actually have to cut this into small cubes, polish each individual bead by hand. And so these beads...
Now, we did have a quick comment from Kadik and then Teresa watching us on Facebook. They were wanting to see if you could bring it a little bit closer to the camera. Yes.
Okay. So there's the Larimar, along with the Biwa pearls, right? Which we just talked about how the pearls are made. And then this is also set with beautiful gold overlay vermeil beads in between the pearls and the Larimar. So the Larimar color is this beautiful ocean blue and greens, only in the Dominican Republic. When you go there, if you do, I'm sure a lot of cruise ships go there, you'll get off the ship and this necklace would be at a vendor or in a gift store, and it would probably be about $500, I would say. It could be more depending on what jewelry store you go into in the Dominican Republic. We are bringing it to you originally for $199, and we've strung it, like I said, with these beautiful Biwa pearls with the nacre. The Larimar beads are graduated, and this is what it looks like when it comes out of the ground. Most stuff that comes out of the ground is pretty ugly to begin with, and our cutters have to look at this piece, and actually if you look at this, you'll see the big white spots. I'll flip it over. So this is Larimar, but look at the quality of that. I cannot use that for a Larimar bead. That's waste. So this would be cut off, and it would be ground up into a powder or anything they want to compress into a Larimar figurine. But out of this piece, there's only very few areas that I could actually cut and polish to use on these pieces. So once again, there's a lot of waste that goes into getting rid of all this matrix to actually get at these beautiful gemstones we're bringing you. So $49.99 is your payment for this piece. You can split up on budget pay, yes, but it's from the Dominican Republic, folks. It's a beautiful stone for soothing, calmness, helps with mental clarity. It's good for the throat chakra, which gives you the ability to speak and communicate clearly, which we all want these days. It's on the adjustable 18 to 20 inch chain.
Now we do have a quick studio shout out. We have Patricia sending some love on TikTok.
Patricia, well thank you, Patricia. I appreciate you watching. I appreciate your time, folks. I know that 2 hours a day is a lot of time to spend watching somebody. It's a lot of time for me to spend talking. But I enjoy educating you. And, you know, my whole goal is to educate people on not only the metaphysical properties of the jewelry, but these are wearable pieces that will actually enhance your life. So I normally sell the gem decor to enhance your home, your space, your energy. These pieces you can wear on your body. Now, I just want to also say that all these beautiful gemstone necklaces, after you wear them for a while, remember I said they're transferring your energy back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Have you ever had a piece of jewelry you've worn for quite a while and all of a sudden you don't really like it that much anymore? It used to be your favorite, but you take it off and you put it in your jewelry box. The reason being is that piece of jewelry has been so overloaded with energy. It's like a computer chip that is so clogged up with energy, not just yours, everybody else's. That energy needs to be cleared and removed. How do you do that? The Larimar, you wouldn't put in salt water. Most of your stuff you can dip in a salt water bath real quick. This piece, put under the moonlight on a full moon on a windowsill. That will remove all the energy. It starts fresh. You can also buy a piece of selenite. We sell the little selenite mushrooms on our website. I think they're $7.50. The selenite mushroom is a room purifier. It will remove any negative energy in a room, in an area, in a space. I have one in my living room, one in my serenity room, and one in my jewelry box. Why? Because it will remove all that energy that is clogged up in your jewelry that you've been wearing. So that piece that you used to love, that you no longer like, once the energy is removed, that will now be your favorite piece again. So you need to, it's just like when you wear jeans for 3 weeks, you need to wash them. You need to get rid of the dirt out of them. It's the same thing with energy, folks. It will hold on and into things. We are all made of energy. Our bodies, everything in the world, all the lights, everything that you touch has energy in it. You're constantly collecting energy. Some of it's negative. There's a lot of negative energy out there in the world. To keep it fresh and clean and not get bogged down in your space, you need to cleanse that energy once in a while. So take advantage of that and remove all that energy and keep your jewelry clean and fresh. You'll put it on, you'll feel good, it'll mix it up with a bunch of different outfits, but it's really important, and I stress that. Okay, we're
down to our last 12 minutes.
Okay, let's do a bracelet.
All
right, so I have on, I wish Hunter was here because he is the man. This is the terahertz, folks, all right? So this is a multi-strand, 3-strand terahertz with 4 strands of beaded. Now, I have strung a pearl bracelet like this years ago, and I really want to tell you, this is when I pull this apart, you can see the amount of that stretchy fibrous thread that they use. Stringing this is unbelievable feat in itself. All right, so for me to string this, I would charge you $200 because that's how long and the cost, and me to get this perfectly straight like this with all these beautiful beads. Okay, we are offering the terahertz. What does terahertz do? It does a lot. It's a man-made material, but it's at the same wavelength as your body generates. This is a cell renewer. So when your cells in your body start to decay, that's when sickness comes in. That's when you feel depressed. That's when you feel tired. Those cells need to be perfectly round and healthy. This terahertz keeps those cells healthy, round, and clean. It's a proven fact. This is not, like I said, this is not magic that I'm making up. Everything that I'm telling you, you can read, pull up the information. It's documented. We have a lot of testimonials from people. The terahertz is new to the market. It has miraculous powers like the shungite. If anybody doesn't have shungite in their life and you travel and you work with a lot of electronics, you all need shungite by you to collect all those EMFs and get them away from you to keep you healthy. So this bracelet is normally $39.99, multiple strands. It's pretty big. It's not, I don't mean big, and I like big size-wise, but I mean it will fit any wrist. With the 25% off today, it brings it down to $29.99. And if you budget pay this, it's a ridiculous $9.99. Mm-hmm. We love that number. Under $10. This can be yours, folks. You can wear this, layer it with a lot of other bracelets that all have individual healing properties. One will not knock the other one out. They all work in harmony together like a big happy family to keep you and yourself healthy and balanced. Terahertz, like I said, there's necklaces, there's bracelets. This is a beautifully done one. Normally you just see the one strand of beads. This is multi-strand. This is a designer piece bracelet. It really is. It's over the top beautification. It's something that everybody should have in their wardrobe. You should be wearing terahertz. You should be wearing shungite. You should be wearing stuff that protects all those chakras I talked about. This is a cell regenerator. This will keep you healthy. I know that Hunter says it helps him sleep well at night. There's a lot of metaphysical properties in the terahertz that are just in it. And like I said, it's fairly new to the market, so a lot of it's been documented. But as time goes on, there'll be more and more beneficial properties that these stones, gem and minerals, bring to your lifestyle. So $9.99, folks, and I believe I have one more bracelet, and then I think I'm going to be done. Yes. So this one is it the jade?
It'll be our number 8, natural jade.
Oh, what was the number on the terahertz? SM.
Terahertz, that was our sold 112.
Sold 112, no space between the sold and number, and that will bring you right up to your shipping stuff. You know, folks, with these prices and Christmas coming around, you can buy multiple gifts, money back guarantee, no problem. It's all spread out. If you want on budget pay, you can make your Christmas shopping really, really easy. So the last piece I'm going to show you today, it's a natural jade beaded stretch bracelet with a little fish hanging from it. So this is also multi-strung on the stretchy material. Very, very well done. Double beaded with these flat pieces. What does jade do for you? Well, jade has been around since the China Empire many, many thousands of years ago. Jade is the stone of luck and prosperity. This will bring into your money into your life. Luck, maybe luck is not money for you. Maybe luck is, you know, finding a new dog that you've been looking for, or finding a used car that you've always wanted that model is now available. So when I say luck, don't always go right to the money aspect. Things in life that require luck are any type of thing that we feel we want to change in our life, and we're able to do that. This will facilitate that. That will help you transition into a lucky life. And we all want luck in our life. We all want to be happy. We all want a little extra cashola. We want a little bit of prosperity. So it doesn't have to be just money. It can be you want to find a new mate, new boyfriend, new girlfriend, new partner. You know, those are all things that we think, oh, isn't she the lucky one? Because she got married. Isn't he the lucky one? Well, you know, maybe the positive thinking and a little bit of stones with you will create that into your life. Okay, so I think I'm done, folks, for today. And I just want to say thank you very much for giving me your time on this Friday morning. I'm Cheryl Briggs Benvenuto. One more thing is I just want to push also the new jewelry line coming up. And I don't mean push, I'm excited about it. It's the Indian Artistry Jewelry line that I'm manufacturing with Shop LC. The bee pendant I'm wearing that I've done will be part of that line. We're looking forward to bringing that out. Hopefully mid-December. It might not be to January. There's a lot of designs. We're procuring certain stones for the designs that we've picked. And once it's here, I will be debuting it on the live TV show and maybe the live stream too. But it's going to be beautiful pieces, all related to nature, my lifestyle, what I love in life, and I hope that I can share those pieces with you because I think they will create such a beautiful life look on you, you know. Anyway, so Cheryl